Thank you. That was very interesting presentation on Louis Leakey. Just give your presentation to me at the end of the class. Okay, Daniel Costa will be the final presentation of the day. Who will you be presenting on? I'd like to present the famous anthropologist Margaret Mead to our class. Excellent, take it away. Margaret Mead is well known as one of the world's most famous anthropologists. She brought cultural anthropology to the public American. She helped us understand the importance of culture, and I think she's truly worth learning about. Margaret Mead was born in 1901 in Philadelphia, and she was the child of well-educated parents. Margaret didn't attend elementary school but was educated at home. For instance, her mother and grandmother would ask her to observe nature to learn about science or record the behaviors of her sisters to learn about psychology. This early education set her on a path toward social sciences. Later, she entered Bennett College and began studying psychology. She earned her PhD in anthropology from Columbia University in 1929. At Columbia University, Margaret met Frank Boas and Ruth Benedict, two very famous anthropologists. Dr. Boas and Dr. Benedict saw that Margaret was very intelligent and interested in anthropology, and then pushed her to become an anthropologist too. During the early 1900s, there was an American and European idea that Western civilizations was better than other civilizations. Many Western people believed that American or European cultures were advanced and that other cultures were very basic and primitive and immature. The other cultures weren't valued or respected by Westerners. Margaret Mead did not feel that way. She was a cultural relativist. That is, she believed that anthropology should be scientific and that anthropology should observe culture neutrally. That means anthropologists should study other people and other culture without judgment, without the idea that they weren't as good as Western culture. She believed that all culture are valuable. Although it was unusual for young women in the 1920s to travel alone, Margaret convinced her professor, Frank Boas, to let her study cultures in the South Pacific islands of Pago Pago, Samoa, and Papua New Guinea. During her trips to those islands, she observed everything. She learned the language, took notes, and interviewed many people. This way of studying and describing a culture is called ethnography.